Denise Bihilde, and I'm going to be talking about classroom management. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this presentation. One of the first researchers to study classroom management was Jacob Kunin. According to Kunin, the key to classroom management resides in the teacher's ability to prevent problems from occurring rather than on his intervention after occurrence. Here's a brief overlook of Kunin's life. Kunin is a classroom behaviorist theorist, best known for his two studies done in 1970, including classroom management. He wrote the book Discipline and Group Management in Classrooms. Kunin worked to combine both discipline and learning in the classroom. Kunin believed that organization and planning are the key to engaging students. This relationship is characterized by proactive teacher behavior along with student involvement in learning. Let's now tackle about what are the practical arrangements and procedures that create a positive learning environment. First is the physical arrangement. The way a teacher arranges students' desks, instructional materials, and equipment will likely affect students' behavior and learning. Classroom needs to be arranged so that they minimize potential student distraction and facilitate the interactions that are needed to learn. Teachers should be able to see all students at all times to facilitate with-itness. What is with-itness? With-itness is the awareness of what is going on in all parts of the classroom. Teachers have eyes in the back of their heads. Classroom layout benefits the teacher's ability to see all students at all times. The next slide will show you the probable classroom arrangement that are preferred by all teachers. The next is classroom procedures. Classroom procedures are the routines for accomplishing recurring classroom tasks, such as how students will turn in homework, go to the restroom, or transition from one activity to another. Effective classroom managers use the procedures to eliminate disruptions and maximize instructional items. Procedures promote order and help reduce the number of tasks that teachers need to monitor in the classroom. Teachers should develop procedures for the following activities. First is the student movement. It is like entering class, going to recess or the restroom, sharpening pencils. Next is administrative tasks, taking roll, responding to lateness or absences. Lesson routines, collecting and returning homework and other assignments. Number 4 is housekeeping, putting supplies away, storing personal items, and cleaning up the desks. Fifth is the student-teacher interactions, such as helping. And lastly is the student interactions, such as group work, routines, and socializing. Here are some effective methods to help younger students learn new procedures include the following. First is role-playing, and then having a signal to inform students it is time for a procedure. And the third one is using the say, show, check method. Say, show, check method is a method consists of the following. During the say step, the teacher describes the procedure. During the show step, the teacher demonstrates the procedure or has a student model it. And during the check step, the teacher shows either a correct or incorrect use of the procedure and has student explain why it is correct or incorrect. The third one is the classroom rules. Teacher can prevent potential classroom management problems by setting clear classroom rules at the beginning of the school year. Classroom rules list the do's and don'ts of classroom behaviors and corresponding consequences and can be taught of a classroom expectations. Making students part of this process facilitates their understanding and ownership of the rules and promotes their sense of self-determination and self-esteem. Here are some tips on how to manage student defiance in the classroom. First, stay calm. Try to control your natural tendency to get angry. This attitude will send a message that you are not threatened and may even elicit students' remorse or fear. Second, instruct the class to continue with their assignment and firmly request that the offender step outside of the classroom to talk with you. If the student agrees, let the student express him or herself before reacting. And lastly, offer a solution that is acceptable to both the student and yourself. If the student does not agree to meet with you and continues threatening you or your students, immediately send a non-involved student to the front office for help. If the defiant student does not show signs of cooperation, it may be time to solicit the help of a mental health professional. Lastly, how to manage student violence in the classroom. First, stop the incident. By shouting or making a loud noise to draw students' full attention to you, according to the law, teachers are required to intervene when witnessing any violent episode among students, but are not required to physically intervene in the event. Second, protect the victim. By separating or isolating the victim from the offender, failure to intervene may result in your personal liability for negligence, that is, failing to protect your students from injury. And third, get help, such as taking the students to the main office or calling security. As a general rule, experts recommend first attending to the safety of the victims and yourself, then attending to the safety of the other offender, and last, attending to property damage.